What if better social skills weren't really about being smooth or confident in the usual sense? What if they were actually a skill built from three things working together: your mind, your body, and the way you handle relationships? Because when people seem naturally charismatic, it usually isn't magic. It's psychology. And here's the surprising part. Small changes in your posture, your attention, and your assumptions about other people can dramatically change how conversations go. Not just how others see you, but how relaxed, clear, and connected you feel inside them. Let's start with the mind. A lot of social anxiety comes from one mental habit: overestimating how much people are judging you. Psychologists call this the spotlight effect. We act like everyone is focused on our awkward pause, bad joke, or slightly weird facial expression. But in reality, most people are thinking about themselves. That's useful because it means social skill starts with shifting your attention outward. Instead of asking, "How am I doing?" ask, "What is this person feeling right now?" That one switch reduces self-consciousness and makes you sound more natural, because curiosity is easier to perform than perfection. Concrete example. In a conversation, instead of preparing your next line while they're talking, listen for one detail you can follow up on. If they mention a difficult week, ask what made it stressful. If they mention a trip, ask what surprised them most. That's not just politeness, it's how rapport is built. Now the body. Your nervous system doesn't just respond to emotion, it helps create it. If your breathing is shallow, your shoulders are tense, and your movements are closed off, your brain gets the message that this situation is unsafe. But if you slow your breathing, uncross your arms, and keep your movements calm, you signal safety back to yourself. That's why body language is powerful, not because it's a trick, but because it changes your internal state. One practical method is to exhale longer than you inhale for a few breaths before entering a social setting. That helps reduce physiological arousal and makes it easier to speak clearly. Also, eye contact matters most when it's relaxed, not intense. Brief eye contact, natural nodding, and an open posture communicate presence. You don't need to dominate the room. You just need to look like someone who is comfortable being there. The third piece is relationships themselves. Good social skill is not just about making a strong impression, it's about creating a pattern of trust. People feel comfortable when they sense consistency, warmth, and responsiveness. In psychology, this is tied to the idea of reciprocal disclosure. When one person shares a little, the other responds with a little, and connection grows gradually. So instead of trying to impress, try to match the level of openness in the room. Share something small and relevant. Respond to their energy. Mirror their pace without copying them. That creates a feeling of safety. A useful example: if you're meeting someone new, don't jump straight into high-stakes topics or overshare. Start with something simple, then build. Ask about their work, their hobbies, what they're enjoying lately. Then offer a small piece of your own experience. That back and forth is what turns a conversation into a relationship. So better social skills aren't just about being outgoing. They're about managing your mind so you stop overthinking, using your body to calm your nervous system, and approaching relationships as something built through small moments of trust. And that's the interesting part. Social confidence isn't something you either have or don't have. It's something you can train, one conversation at a time. Mind, body, and relationships. The psychology behind better social skills is just one small part of science of social skills. If you're interested, our full free Science of Social Skills course is linked in the description.